before we get too far in this video, I just wanted to get on here and explain something. The list race started, we've had 3 races ago, so about a month and a half ago, and it's been an absolute blast. When Cletus posted something about that list race, I messaged him, and I said, I wanted to get in there. And he said, you're in there. And then he messaged me back, and he said, with Creampuff? And I said, yeah, with Creampuff. And he said, I don't know, man, Creampuff's kind of fast for this list race. But they let me in. He said, we'll let you in, but depending on how it goes, you may have to do something else for the list race. So I knew this was coming. This is not something that people are forcing me off. And as much as you guys watch these videos, I know you guys think everybody hates each other and everybody's complaining. Well, some people are complaining, but it's all in fun. Everybody wants to win. Now, if this was just an index race that people were paying to get into and they were showing up to and it was super competitive and it had some huge pot, then it wouldn't matter. You could bring a truck that went 6 O's and it's an index. If you win, you win. Now, Creampuff does fit all the rules. It fits all the rules of this list race, but there's also a rule that's like the spirit of the class, right? So if enough people think that Creampuff doesn't fit the spirit of the class, well, we'll change trucks. We'll change trucks because at the end of the day, whether we're number 1 or we're number 8, if we're out there racing our friends every few weeks, we're having a blast. I want to win as bad as anybody. I know you guys see that, and I think we'll build this other truck, and we'll come out there and we'll still try to win. That's what we're going to do every time we take a vehicle out. The goal is to win always. We're all competitive. Everybody on that list wants to win. I just wanted to touch on that. Nobody hates each other. I talk to Victor all the time. I talk to Cletus all the time. I talk to Justin. We all talk to each other. We all want to beat on each other. We all want to give each other a hard time. But it's all fun. I promise you, we're having a blast out there. With that being said, let's check out the new truck.
Either, so it's not like he can wear one.
Oh, yeah. Well, Taylor, at first, so Taylor's never rode in the S10 at all.
And this
I don't think, right?
Not this one.
Not this one. And he's definitely never rode in the S10 since we sprayed it.
Right.
And since we're getting ready to do a bunch of changes, I said, well, we might as well charge the battery up and go for a quick ride. Go for a quick ride.
Send it.
Send it. Hopefully no parts out, because I did tell Danny I'd give him this intake for his truck. So we're going to try not to blow up that intake, because Danny will be really upset with us.
As long as the explosion happens somewhere below the head.
Yeah, that's fine. I'd rather that than the intake, because he's already been over here with a rag and some polish trying to get this thing cleaned up. So
I can on the back.
we definitely, yeah, but he'll be upset. We'll just try to skip the whole thing. So anyways, Taylor doesn't have a seat. I told Taylor, that's all right, we're not going to go fast. We're just going to get to 20 miles an hour fast. After that, we'll be done. That's it, right? That's about what we did in Creampuff when we did the rides.
20.
Like 20 or 30
max-ish,
whatever the speed limit is out there. I can't remember.
35,
So,
I think.
all right, before we get to doing any kind of modifications on our first gen S10, me and Taylor are going to go for a ride. Hopefully not send anything out of any part of the engine, so we don't have to walk back because it's hot out today.
Well, Danny's at lunch, so we'll just wait for him to come back by.
And get us.
And get us.
Yeah, but then we'll be out in the heat. We'll have to have someone else come get us. We're not waiting that long. Just so you know, it has a smaller jet. So we went 1090s on a nitrous, but it was with a lot bigger jet than this. I think this jet here is...
Why did you change it?
See, what happened was we had a little jet in there, and we got the track, and we got carried away, and we started borrowing people's jets.
Oh, you need to give it back.
So I think we had to give the jet back that we went to 90s with. So right now we got a smaller jet in here. But either way, this thing still rips pretty good. It runs pretty good. So you ready?
Yeah, sure.
You want me to ratchet strap you to the cage?
No, we're good.
Okay. All right, let's do it. You got the nitrous on?
No, it's on.
Look at it. I feel like a big rig trucker with this thing. It's like way up in the air. You're like a little kid. Oh. Okay. Hey, if your big head hits that Lexan,
Lexan's gone.
thankfully we're taking it out here.
Lexan's gone if I do that.
It comes alive pretty quick though.
That's a long way to go.
Oh, you know what? I think you gotta what? That's right. You gotta hold it. You gotta do like this.
It don't just come back?
No, but if you hold that, it'll lock in second. If you do like that, it'll go all the way to third. See what I'm saying?
Not really.
Watch and learn, my guy. It's more loud than fast, but it runs good.
It's still pretty rowdy.
But it's loud.
It's
like Creampuff's like a quiet and fast.
It's still pretty rowdy though.
Well, it's a whole different deal than a turbo.
Yeah. You kind of plateau with this.
Yeah.
Where the turbos,
Just keep it flowing.
yeah.
There's nitrous in it, right?
Yeah.
All right, okay. Did it?
Yeah, he said it was the other day, so maybe that's what that was.
Well, it didn't sound like it cut out until I sprayed it. I don't know. I wonder if the cable's stretched and it's not all the way open. It's not happy. It's not happy.
No, we got.
I think you should call that guy and just go ahead and get the other motor.
We got some kind of issue somewhere. If anyone's looking for a good aluminum 5.3, we got one. It's idling a little high right now. It breaks up, but it runs.
Yeah, it runs.
Maybe it clears stuff out a little bit.
I don't know.
Maybe we need to do a neutral nitrous hit.
I don't think that's a good idea.
Yeah, what do I do?
I don't know.
You gonna hurt it?
Maybe. You might mess up Danny's intake.
That's neutral there. Oh, see, we went right in the third. I didn't open. It gets to 20 or 30 miles an hour quick.
Yeah.
There's no way this thing's got like a 355 gear, right? It seems like it's too kind of
Too peppy?
or the converter's loose or something. I don't know. It just seems kind of.
Oh. That's rough. Oh, jeez.
Alright, ready? We're gonna do a. It doesn't break up till second gear.
No.
Taylor, what do you got going on here, bud?
See, what had happened was Cameron turned the truck off.
No. I said before I turn the truck off, what's
Cameron
gonna
turned the
happen?
truck off, and here we are.
No, you said we're gonna be fine. It's been running a while. The battery will be fine.
One would assume that we would have been.
I think the battery's just bad.
I think it's bad.
I'm gonna be honest. I think it's bad. I don't think we have a draw issue. I think we have a bad battery issue. But Andrew came to fix us up.
All right.
Look at this
About the
guy.
old
Beverly,
Honda.
is that Beverly Hills Cop or what do you got going on there? Yeah. All right. Hey, listen. I don't know if you trust me or not, but if you want, and this thing runs, I'll take the car back. You ride with him, or you don't want to ride with him?
That's kind of scary.
Is it?
I don't know.
You'll be all right.
You guys are alive still, I guess. So.
No, it'll be fine. You'll be fine. It breaks up. It don't run that good anyway, so you're safe. Oh yeah. That's it. All right, jump in there. Ben, what are you doing? You drive. Andrew said he's not riding in here. He don't trust you. He don't trust you, Taylor. You sure you don't want to ride in here?
With the Honda.
All right. I don't understand why he didn't want to ride in here. The seat would have fit him. The seat. All right, hang on. Oh gosh. All right, be careful now.
Be careful.
Be careful. Now that I'm not in the seat, you be careful, all right? I feel really low.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, Taylor, where you going? You see how you gotta hold the deal?
It goes to third?
Yeah, go straight to third if you don't hold the deal.
Why?
If you hold the deal and pull it into second, then you let off it and pull it into third.
That doesn't make any sense.
It's definitely not a motion racework shifter, I can tell you that right now. That's one we're gonna be getting rid of.
And the turn-in radius ain't.
We're gonna give that one to Danny with the intake. Runs all right.
Yeah.
It's not a Coyote. I know you want a Coyote, but it's close. It's close. Hey, if you put your head any closer to that thing, you're gonna go blind, bud.
I might.
Let's see what it looks like. You know what you're doing?
A little bit.
Goodness gracious. Hey, you're doing a great job.
Hey, thanks, Dad.
All right, now that we're back at the shop after Taylor got us stranded with a dead battery, like I told him was gonna happen.
You were driving.
Yeah, but I literally told you, if we shut the truck off,
you were driving.
battery's gonna die. So that's all right. I'll let that one slide, but don't let that happen again. All right, so we're back at the shop, and we got the silver truck over here, and like we talked about, we're getting ready to do some stuff to this. Taylor's been making a list all morning, and I'm having PSTA. What's it?
PSD.
It's not PSTA.
PTSD.
PTSD. PSTA. What's that? That's the school thing. All right, I'm not having that for sure. But I'm having flashbacks when Ricky had my credit card with Taylor making his list today, but that's all right. We got the gray truck. We got the window out of it. We're going to put a black optic armor rear window in. We're going to cut these down bars out. We're going to make them a little bit higher so they don't go directly through the window. And the real reason we're cutting the down bars out is because we're going to have the truck painted, but we're not sure on the color yet. So the whole point of this is that we're going to run this truck in the list race. Probably going to run one more list race with Creampuff, and then hopefully this truck will be ready to go. Now, one of the first things we have to do, I like this first gen, but it sits like a four-wheel drive. So we got to lower it, and it's got some dirt late model wheels on it. And, well, we don't race dirt late model. So we're going to put some real wheels on it, and we just happen to have our new wheels in. Taylor got the tires mounted today to see how they fit. But bad news is we don't have enough room, I don't think, for our new wheels. These first gens don't have quite a. Oh, I think. Can you get it off? Is it ready?
No, I can pull it off.
Oh, you get it off.
That's okay.
Let's see what it looks like.
I gotta go weigh this thing too.
I don't. Yes, I'm sure that thing's heavy. It's all steel.
It's heavy.
I don't think from here to the frame we have as much room as we do in a second gen. So we got a similar width wheel and the same size tires we run on Creampuff, but well, it's not gonna fit unless we cut some stuff.
No.
And since we don't like four-wheel drive stuff, that means we're gonna have to cut some stuff.
And you said four-wheel drive, but there's a good 3.5 to 4 inch block underneath the rear end.
Lowering it. I mean, it's low, but it's not. Oh my goodness. Shoo! Did Danny do that brake line? Did Danny do that brake line right now?
No.
It
no
looks.
way.
No.
No way.
Should we see if he did it?
No.
No, they didn't do it.
He's not a brass brake line kind of guy.
He's not a brass brake line. That one there, they just unraveled and just hooked both ends together and called it good for sure. I think Taylor said you made that brake line.
Yeah, don't even do that.
That's what Taylor told me.
Come
I don't know. I
on.
said you didn't, but tell me what you think about that brake line, Danny. You make that, Danny?
I must have been drunk asleep,
You're drunk and asleep?
and I don't get drunk, so I must have been asleep.
Let's look at the new wheels and see what they look like. You already know they're going to be RC comps, and they're going to be polished. And that should tell you something about the color we're going to go, because polished wheels only go good with dark colors. Let us know in the comments what color you think we're going to go with. I'm going to be honest, there's only two colors, and we just went and looked when Taylor left us stranded with a dead battery. That's where we were. We were at the paint shop looking at colors, and there's only two colors we're deciding between.
We've seen one, and we went and looked at the second today.
Yeah, the one is...
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we looked at the second one. All right, let's put that wheel on there, Taylor, and see what it looks like on there.
This wheel's significantly lighter.
Is it?
I feel like
It's got to be.
I feel like it is.
It's got to be. I mean, the wheels and the paint make a truck, make a car, make everything. The wheels, the stance, and the paint.
Yeah.
To be honest, if you tinted the windows, you could have everything else hacked up inside, which we won't do. But if you did, it would still look good.
Yeah.
But that looks good. Now, and look. Yeah. Now, if it was 3 inches lower, that's close. I mean, that's close. It's got to sit lower than that still. It's got to sit lower than that. Another thing, with the rear suspension, Creampuff has Funkhauser's hopped up kit for an S10. Do have another Funkhauser hopped up kit, right? We're also getting a 4-link kit from Nicky Bobby. He wants us to try one of those. So the good news is we have two S10s to build. So I'm not sure if we're going to do leaf springs on this or the 4-link, or do leaf springs or 4-link on that one. But either way, it's going to sit lower than it is now. Man, it already looks like a whole different truck, though. If this thing was a color we wanted to paint it right now, Taylor, it would be looking good. You think you could spray can this thing by in the morning so I can see what it looks like?
No.
No? No. All right, fine. All right, we got both wheels in here. We got the
Dirt late models.
I guess that's what they are. Dirt late model wheel in here. We're going to weigh them compared to the RC comps. And even though it's a really thin steel wheel, I'm going to say it's probably heavier. And this S10's already light. So if we can get some more weight out off of it, this thing's going to be rowdy.
Yeah.
Let's see what it weighs.
I mean, we are missing some tread.
Well, yeah, it's a little light on the rubber, but the wheels where the weight's at, I'm guessing. 50?
We don't touch it.
52. I touched it for a minute. 52.6. All right, let's see what the RC comp weighs. Now, the RC comp's all billet wheel, and it's not even comparable. Look at the look of that RC comp. I like that wheel.
With all the tread, too.
All the tread. So this tire's going to weigh a little bit more. Not much, but a little bit. 49.6. So we're 3 pounds on the wheels. So 6 pounds of rotating mass, along with, on Taylor's list that we really can't afford to do, he's got TBM brakes on there. I don't even know if we're supposed to talk about it yet, but he's got TBM brakes on there, which is going to be like probably 20 pounds compared to whatever's on there now. So we're going to lose a bunch of rotating weight, which is big. We're going to need all the help we can get because this thing doesn't go 9 anythings.
No.
And we're going to have to go 9 somethings to race the list race. But all right, we got a little bit of weight there, and we got some style. The style, I wouldn't care if this wheel was 10 pounds more than that dirt late model wheel. That's the wheel we were going to run.
Looks better.
It wouldn't matter how much heavier that wheel was. If it was heavier, thankfully it's lighter. That's a win-win.
Yeah.
How much are those tires sticking out? We're definitely going to narrow the rear. About an inch-ish. I think we're going to have to probably narrow the rear end 5 inches, 2.5 on each side. That'd be my guess. But to make sure, before we do any of that, when we do the rear suspension, we'll put just the wheels and tires under there where they need to be and measure it that way.
You're 7/8 to the leaf spring.
7/8?
Yeah.
Well, the problem is we're going to have to move the leaf spring in too.
That's if we keep the leaf spring.
Yeah. You know, I think the hopped up kit may be better for this wheel package on the second gen, right?
Yeah.
And the 4-link on this, because that would give us a little bit more room. We're going to obviously have to notch the frame. How much room you got between the frame and the tire? We got to notch the frame too?
About the same.
Yeah, so we got to notch the frame, which isn't that big of a deal, honestly. This thing ain't got an anti-roll bar on it, does it?
No.
All right, so we need an anti-roll bar.
No.
Get some better shocks for the back.
Better shocks.
And figure out if we're going to 4-link it or not pretty quickly, because we don't have a long time to do this.
I think we should.
One. I'm gonna say it's got like a 373.
373?
Anything between 373 and a 410?
Maybe like a 390. So it's close to a 4.
Close to a 4.
Maybe a 390 gear.
There's 4, and I think this was over here.
And honestly, we probably need like a 355 because this thing has a stock turbo 400 gear set. So we may be changing the rear gear out, which is not ideal.
Maybe.
Because they're expensive.
They're a little hefty.
That's it. I'm over it already. We're already over the budget.
Listen,
all we got is one wheel off this thing.
Listen. I'm making the list. I'm not swiping any cards.
I don't believe that.
I'm making the list, and I'm providing all the information, and what I get's what I get.
The unfortunate part is
Whatever you order
I'm addicted.
is
Taylor.
what I get.
I'm addicted, and we're going to get everything we need. That's the problem. We need to be safe, right? So we got brakes. We got wheels that are safe. Those steel wheels weren't safe, right?
No.
Nah, they weren't safe.
We're going to change the studs.
I don't even think the engine that's in this thing's safe, so we definitely got to get an engine.
Studs
But we definitely can't get a big power Pete Harrell engine, because if we do that, we're right back off the list.
Yeah.
They see that HED on the valve cover, and
Scared.
they get nervous.
Scared.
They get nervous. They know what
Scared.
that HED means. So we definitely can't do that. If we do get a Pete engine, we'll have to roll around in dirt a few times and put some stock valve covers on it.
Yeah.
All right, one more thing we got to address. Obviously, we got RC comp front wheels. 17-inch, polished.
Yes.
Only way to go. Got to have the RCs. Got to be 17s. It's got to be low. But, and again, I'm not a S10 guy. It may seem that way because I got like 8 or 9 or 12 of these things, but never done a first gen. And this front wheel sticks out, right? So we need to go about 3 inches lower, and we're not gonna be able to do that because it would just tear the front fender right off.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure why that is. I'm hoping it's because this front wheel has got some goofy offset, which is what I'm thinking. So when we put the other wheels on, hopefully that fixes it. But it's got
Looks like a spacer also.
It's got a little spacer in there?
I think so.
Okay, so that might help us
I think that's a spacer.
It's got TRZ tubular A-arms.
Yep.
It's got good coilovers. It's got a cast 2-inch drop spindle, which is what we believe. We kind of did some measuring. So I don't think we're going to add a drop spindle unless we have to make the brakes work. I'm just really hoping that we don't have to do something crazy to get our wheel sucked in.
Yeah.
Because we will have to do it if we have to, because we just can't live like that. We can't leave it like it is.
Well, go get the wheels and tires put together. If you make it back before I leave today, we'll put them on.
All right, let me do it. I'm going to do it. We'll see. Taylor told me to hurry up and get these tires mounted before he left. So I'm heading to get the tires mounted, but I'm on 0 miles till empty. And I've been on 0 miles till empty for about 4 miles. I got another 5 miles to go. But we got to get these wheels mounted. If I could just drop them off, I can hit the gas station across the street. Now, if I don't get them dropped off because I run out of gas, well, it's going to be a bad day. This will be the second time in the same day we've been stranded. All right, the good news is we made it about 15 miles on 0, and we got the tires dropped off. But now we still got to make it to the gas station, which is not far away. Thankfully, we're still running so far. We'll see if we can make it to the gas station. All right, so we made it to the gas station somehow. And to be honest, you'd think I'd be really excited because I was pretty close to being out in this heat, waiting for somebody to come pick me up in this truck. But I feel a little more lied to. This thing was on 0 miles to the gallon for like 15, 16, 17 miles. There's definitely been times in my younger years when I could have used that extra $3.50 in fuel. So I don't know how to feel about this right now. All right, Taylor got the wheels put on, and even with the silver, it looks killer. I mean, the wheels changed the whole look of the truck.
Yeah.
Still sits like a 4-wheel drive. We're trying to figure out how to address that now because it definitely seems to have 2-inch drop spindles in the front. We don't have a whole lot left in that coilover. No. So what we got to do up there? We're going to have to figure something out. I don't know what we got to do, but it's got to sit lower than that. We cannot sit that high. It looks too high. The wheel did move in some with that wheel. Plus, we noticed that hub for the wheelwood brakes seems like it's a little pushing the wheel out a little bit. So when we get our TBMs in, I think that's going to fix that some.
Yeah.
We'll have to see. But for now, we got the wheels on here. We got the water drained out of the radiator. He's got a bunch of other stuff apart. I think you got all fuel out of it.
Yes.
So going to get ready to pull the motor out and keep making progress. We got a bunch of parts. That whole list Taylor ordered. There is probably going to have us with a power shut off here, but that's all right. We'll have parts for the S10 and no lights. We'll be working on it outside or inside with the candles on. But that's going to do it. I think that's it for this truck. He's going to keep working on it, and we'll hopefully have it ready for not the next list, but the following list. Creampuff is retiring, and whatever this truck is going to be called will be out after that. We got to come up with a name for it, but it's not going to be the same color. So I think we wait until we change the color and see what pops up then, because the color is going to change the look a lot.
Definitely.
Color is going to change the look a lot. Also, did we say if we're staying nitrous if we're going turbo or not?
Either way, we need more motor.
Oh, yeah, this one ain't going to do it.
No.
We'll be out there looking like Justin with this one. No, Justin went faster than we can go with this, actually. Justin went, I think, at 10:17 on his last pass. This one might go at 10:70 if everything was perfect. So
Yeah.
that's definitely not enough.
No.
So we're going to swap the motor out one way or another. We do have, 6 or 12 S10s around here. One of them is getting a turbo. I don't know if it's going to be this one or not yet. Rear suspension, I think we have decided to try Nicky Bobby's 4-link suspension on this that he does. It bolts directly in. We can use a Fox body rear end, so that'll be nice. We just stick the rear end in there, bolt his stuff in, weld it to the frame. We'll have a 4-link. We'll probably do the leaf spring stuff on the other S10 that we have. So we know that works. We've had it on Creampuff, and I'm thinking Nicky Bobby stuff will work, and it'll be super adjustable.
Yeah.
And the nice thing is we don't have to do any leaf spring purchase or anything. We just get a deal and do some lower control arm mounts on it and send it. All right, that's going to do it for today's video. Make sure you keep an eye out for whatever this truck's going to be called. It's going to be out soon on the list race, but we will update you when we get a little bit farther. Thanks for watching. What do you say?
Like, share, subscribe.
All those, yeah.